Remember when I said...
What was it? No surgeries. I've had to have no surgeries.
She's had no surgeries thus far.
And as soon as you say that.
That ends November 5th. There we go. Today is another step in her cancer journey. We go and meet with a OBGYN oncologist today. Crystal has a PALB2 mutation. Comes a fairly high chance of cervical and uterine cancer as well as the breast cancer. So we know at this moment she doesn't have those things because she gets scanned every 3 months and that would show up. But do we wait until she has it, until we do anything about it, or? So we're going to see what this doctor has to say. She had one consultation with the doctor in Jacksonville at the Mayo Clinic. And he suggested she do it. But that if if we wanted to be closer to home, Tallahassee, he had some referrals, and this is one of those referrals. And they're actually in the same oncology suite as that we already go to, so. I mean, of course I'm nervous. I have no reason to be. It's just a conversation, really. We'll see. Heading to her consultation for her OBGYN oncologist. You have the PALB2 mutation, which has a chance of cervical cancer and ovarian cancer.
Higher than average risk of definitely ovarian. I always forget if it was cervical or uterine.
Ovarian, okay.
But definitely ovarian. There was 2.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at this time, because she's already had previous body scans because of, the breast cancer, we know she doesn't have it, or at least pretty positive she doesn't have it, because it would have already shown up.
Right.
But we definitely don't want you to have it. I don't want you to have it. My hope is that we can lessen your drug load.
Yeah.
That if the idea is that your cancer is being fed by your estrogen or hormones, and the majority of your medication load is hormone blockers, if we're taking out the majority of the organs that make the hormones, I know it's not all of the organs.
Yeah. My guess is that I would have to continue the medication, but hopefully not. I mean, I think definitely where all the side effects are coming from.
Yeah.
The fatigue and extra body and joint pain.
And if we can lessen those things, that would be super cool. That would be super cool.
Yes.
So we'll see what she has to say. So we've just left the appointment and we're heading to lunch. And I think we both have a lot of things to process in our head.
That was a lot.
How you feeling?
Overwhelmed.
overwhelmed, and I can't imagine how overwhelmed you feel. I mean, I know what's going on in my head, and I feel like the breath I'm losing.
But it wasn't bad stuff.
It wasn't bad.
Just, they're wanting to move fast.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a lot faster than I expected for some reason. I don't know what I was expecting.
Right.
Like, they want to do within the next 30 days and quite possibly within the next 2 weeks. And, you know, I have financially, you know, I'm concerned about that. Work-wise, I'm concerned about that. They want you to stay overnight at the hospital, and we live an hour away. We have our animals. Am I taking off extra time for you, you know, to be with you? I want to be able to. I don't have any extra time.
Same. I mean, I have short and long-term disability, and that will pay me like a portion of my normal wages. But yeah, I think that's where my thoughts are immediately. Is, oh God, money.
And I don't have any of that. I don't have any short-term or long-term disability.
My gut is telling me, you know, the first few days I might need you there, since gonna have pain, and don't move too much, but also you need to move. So, you know, have you there if I need you.
In a quarter mile.
6 to 8 weeks, usual recovery. And then when I asked specifically how much work I would miss, she's like, oh, 3 to 4. I thought she meant days. No, that was weeks.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
She said some people go back to work after 3 to 4 weeks. Their job isn't very demanding, and you know, for the most part, your job isn't very demanding. And I feel like they would be super.
I was just gonna say,
kind.
they
would
be so good about
right,
everything.
Yeah, they would just make sure you were taken care of. So
yeah,
I don't think.
And we have great friends from work who live near us that will be more than happy to help us and check in and help
we're
me
very
if
thankful.
you can't.
I guess I just didn't know what I was expecting, and all of that was.
Yeah,
In 600 feet, turn right.
I didn't know what to expect. It all makes sense, but I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
That was strange.
Is that person alive? All right, we're gonna go eat.
Come on. Give it the program.
I don't want to cash in your life insurance.
That was a giant fox.
We got some news today. She got some news today. We have an official date for her full hysterectomy. All the inside lady bits are going away.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Peace out, Girl Scout. Okay.
I don't know. It
seems appropriate at the time.
appropriate to me.
So it is November 5th, which is less than 2 weeks. It's like a week and a half.
Today's Wednesday.
It's exactly 2 weeks today.
I was about to say week and a half.
Pre-op on Halloween.
Yay!
Which is very interesting from a kind of spiritual perspective, because Halloween is, you know, a symbolic new year for us. It's a harvest day. It's there's a lot of, you know, celebration of the death and rebirth cycle, you know, on Halloween. So it's very interesting that, like, you're starting in some ways your death and rebirth cycle with your reproductive system.
No more babies here.
No, not that you've ever had a baby there. So how do you feel about it?
A little stressed. A little panicked.
Why panicked?
Like, oh God, it's real. It's happening. There are set dates. invasive to me.
I mean, it's still going to be a trauma to the body. The body doesn't know, the body doesn't have a comprehension of a good trauma versus a bad trauma, or, it's still trauma to the body. It's still being cut into, it's still being scrambled around, and organs are being removed, and, things are going to have to relearn how to work again in a new way,
Yeah. Not looking forward to healing post-op.
Yeah.
I've heard horror stories, and I've heard, oh, you'll be fine, up and around and doing normal things in 10 days.
I'm pushing for that one.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Okay, how are you feeling?
How do I feel about it? I'm definitely, I'm super nervous. I'm concerned about the time. I'm concerned about not having enough time available to make up for the money. I feel like we've lost a lot of money this month.
Yes.
With things.
It's not getting better. Next week is really bad.
So yeah.
And then the week after is surgery.
Right. And so
Even worse.
Yeah. But I'm trying to practice my mindfulness and accept that this is a process that we're supposed to be going through, that this is happening for us, and in this uncomfortableness, we will break through, and something, good on the other side of it, and on the other side of that is you will not have cervical or uterine, cancer, and you will not have ovarian cancer, and you will not, that's, for me.
To be clear, I don't have those now.
She doesn't have those things, but
We're trying to prevent that.
Crystal has a gene mutation called PELB2. We're not, there's a side benefit of her being able to get off at least one of her medications by getting rid of the ovaries. So there's definitely some good things on the other side of this, on the other side of our anxiety.
But that is the easiest of the medications.
That's fair. It is the easiest of the medications. But it's also the one that doesn't usually give you the pain, the joint pain. That's usually the joint pain one.
Probably. Yeah,
Okay.
That would make sense.
That would be, maybe less pain in your future. That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
All around. So, there is also a little bit of a selfishness in it. I'm a little kind of annoyed that I'll be sitting there all by myself waiting, and that's it. I guess.
Yes, you will have to sit there alone, but you won't be on the operating table getting stabbed 8 times while they rip out your insides.
When you put it that way. There we go.